Samtastic, back with the back of my head in Guild Wars here, as we continue on with... what are we doing? We're doing War in Kryta, and right now we're working on the Ebon Vanguard Allies portion as opposed to the Asuran Allies portion. In the Ebon Vanguard Allies portion, we have to help with this goofy-ass, awkward relationship between Kieran and Gwyn. And right now we're going to be fetching some stuff. It's known as Kieran's Scavenger Hunt amongst some circles. So we're going to be doing it, and we're not going to be doing it in the optimal way, or whatever you'd say. So, how's it going? What's up? It's good to see you, Ronin Kimurakumu. Perfect timing, in fact. You travel a lot, right? Sure, you could say that. Why? I need some supplies. I know you aren't necessarily a merchant by trade, but I'm a little short on options being so far north. Did you know that Gwyn's birthday is coming up? Oh, is it? She never mentioned it. Of course not. I found out from Nicholas when I saw him. Listen, I have a plan, but I need a few items to make my plan work, and I thought perhaps a well-traveled soul such as you may have come across them. And then you can say, back up a second, a plan? Or tell me more of these items you seek, and let's speed this up. Let's ask about this plan. Oh yes, a plan, a glorious plan. I'm a little bit excited about it. I noticed. Were you going to tell me about your glorious plan, or just giggle like a schoolgirl, Kieran? An officer of the Vanguard never giggles, my friend. I guess he was chortling, like a schoolboy, maybe. I'll tell you about my plan, but first you must promise not to tell Gwyn. Bad things will happen if this is ruined for her. I swear to you that I will not ruin this for Gwyn. Good. Come a little closer so no one hears. I've been cultivating a garden. A garden? Yes, a garden. As you know, I spend most of my time in the field doing what I can for the crush of the char. For my crush of the char. You have a crush on the char? Doing what I can to crush the char and help Ascalon? Well, for some time now, I've been cultivating a hanging garden on an overlook in the mountains. I check in on the garden whenever I'm on my way to or from a mission and when I'm off duty. The garden has become particularly important to me because I planted it shortly before I met Gwyn. As I watch the garden grow, it's as if my feelings for her have manifested themselves in this beautiful green place nestled on the side of a mountain near our homeland. You, sir, are smitten, so why are you taking her to the garden? Yes, I'm going to finally reveal my hidden sanctuary to its muse, but first, I have to gather the final perfect touches to make the day go just right. I seek something sweet, drinks, an exotic meal, and lots of candles for my picnic with Gwyn in the secret garden. Candles? That might be a tricky one. Do you know a candle maker? Sorry, you don't know one? I was hoping you would. If there's anywhere you can think that you haven't seen candles that you might be able to ask where they originated from. Isn't there anywhere that you can think of that you might have seen candles? Yeah. Starting point. Anyway, he's referring to Necromancer Moon. M-U-N-N-E. How would you pronounce that? Moon. We'll go with Moon. Necromancer Moon. And where does Necromancer Moon hang out? Well, previously, at the entrance to the catacombs in what was known as... Yes, I actually want to split my party up. Known as... What was the... It was an abbey. Oh my god, it's been too long. Well, anyway, since the Char destroyed it, we're not going to pre-Searing Ascalon. We're going to post-Searing Ascalon, and we're going to look for Necromancer Moon in Sardalak Sanitarium. And because we're in like easy land here, we're going to put dash back in this. Viper's Defense wasn't doing much for me there. Old Ascalon. No. We just have to sprint along our happy way to go to Sardalak Sanitarium. And if you see that right there, that little transporty bit right there, that's where we're going. Alright, whippy taily. And yeah, if you have done the pre-Searing quests, which if you have prophecies, I would expect that you had made a pre-Searing character, though it's not a requirement, then you would know that there's a candle quest that you have to do for Necromancer Moon. in pre-searing. And so that's the hint. That's that big, wonderful hint that you get. Are you really following me? Look, you're level 3. I'm level 20. Get out of here. There's another one. A Carrion Devourer. Well, I'm just going to sprint past you guys because you're useless. You are useless. You don't have any skills. You've only got melee attacks. Psh. I'm sorry I didn't think of this one in advance. We're almost there. Sardalak Sanitarium. That's where we go to deal with how everyone's feeling crazy after their beautiful green lush land with forests and trees and happy dancing little girls that break their flutes hang out was completely destroyed. Something like that. Alrighty, well you can't get into the catacombs anymore because there's a big rock in the way. But we don't need to because, there you are, Necromancer Min. Haven't you used votive candles in your rituals? Why can't we just go to like Walmart and buy some? I mean, Kamadan, which is kind of like the Walmart of Guild Wars. Why, yes I have. Haven't you? I don't recall. That's why I'm asking you. Do you remember where you got the candles? Of course I do. I make them. You make them? Could I buy a few? I would make you some for free, but I have no wax. Very few bees around these parts. Bring me 3 honeycombs, intact. No nibbles, no bites. I need all the wax, intact. Bring me that. And I'll make a batch of candles. Now, if you were following the Black Moachick tutorial, you know how to farm honeycombs. But I'm not interested in farming honeycombs. I'm interested in just having 3 honeycombs. So we're going to go right here to Kamadan, Jewel of Istan. And we're going to just sort of goof off. Goof off. And buy some. What are we doing? Germis. Dragon. Whoa, Drago. Dragon. How much? I just come back and he's initiated trade. Whee! So let's turn off trade chat there. Okay, so I was having some confusion. I messed up typing want to buy instead of want to, or want to sell instead of want to buy. We'll do 4.5k for 4.5. That sounds good. That should make him happy. Is that? Yep, there we go. 1.5k each is fine. So we just got 3 honeycombs. Anyway, a lot of goofy stuff happened. Somebody tried to sell me a stack. Thank you very much. Always say thank you very much after you get your sale. Somebody was trying to sell me a stack and they didn't want to trade when I didn't want to have a stack. So anyway, we're going to uncheck the Seek party and I'm going to show you the message that I used here. And we're in District 2 because District 1 is sometimes a little bit overcrowded and it's more difficult to have people that want to buy or sell non-standard items because you usually get more of the power traders in District 1. So Districts 2 and 3 tend to be better. And what we were doing is in trade chat, it's always important that you buy and sell in trade chat. I put want to buy honeycombs, and I had to specify ×3 so nobody would try to insist that I buy a stack for however many ectos. And then I always like to include something funny to get people's attention so that they'll feel compelled to trade with me rather than some other person that didn't make them chuckle. So I added, I'm a honey badger and I need my larvae. Yes, and it actually didn't take that long. To show, we have been in here for 10 minutes, so it's not too long. It's much faster than actually farming those honeycomb, as it turns out. And I think 1k tends to be a pretty standard rate for them, but I didn't feel like having the guy like tell me he didn't want to do it or any of that. So we're gonna run back to Lion's Arch. So I was planning on actually like talking about that, and then I was like checking the Argos to see what the prices are on the honeycomb, and then suddenly I came back and somebody was trying to trade with me. Anywho, oh, and I was also deleting some of the footage that I didn't want. Why? Well, while we're in Ascalon City, I may as well make something of this. One of the things that I've noticed is a lot of people seem to be scared to actually have their stuff come up in party search. So they'll do like want to space sell when they're typing stuff in trade chat to circumvent having it do that party search thing. But what the party search is, it's pretty nice. It will list it in this party search window automatically under not guild, under trade. If you want to do like LFG, that'll put it under I think mission or quest or something. It might be quest. But WTS, WTB, and I think WTT will all automatically list it under a party search, and it will put your name here with part of your message up to a certain number of characters. It's not that many, not as many as you can actually type in here. But there's no problem with it. You can actually see every district's party search. So people that aren't in your district are able to see what you're trying to buy or sell. And I don't understand why people wouldn't want to have that added to their commerce. So anyway, we've got our votive candle honeycombs here, and we're gonna go talk to Necromancer Moon and say, I've got 3 honeycombs, give it. And how calm the dipping makes me feel. So we've got our 6 votive candles, and so we're gonna head up here and give those to Thackeray and see what he wants from us next. What does he want from us next? What do you want from us, Thackeray? Thackeray! Well, he doesn't want us to have a full party. It was fun because he was saying, promise that you won't tell Gwen, but that actually didn't have a restriction that Gwen couldn't be there, which is peculiar. I think it would make more sense if they actually enforced that constantly, even if it would be more annoying. Hey, how's it going? And I say I have 6 votive candles direct from Necromancer Moon. I made them just for you. Amazing! From Ascalon. I'm nearly speechless. I think Gwen will really love these. Thank you. And should you get any more, I take a few more bunches of 6. And what that means is that he'll give you stuff if you continue giving him more of those things. But we don't care about that. Let's see what's in here. A Power Stone of Courage. That's not too shabby. And here's a bunch of crap that we need to sell. That's how I look at that. A bunch of crap. Why is that? There we go. Alright, Shiro, what's up? Alright, so what's next? I have something that passes for food in many parts of the world. Do you want it? Abnormal seed? What do you mean passes for food? What is this mysterious fare? I don't think an abnormal seed is what I go for. What is basically the votive candles have no substitution, but when you're bringing him items, there's specific items that he wants. He wants a birthday cupcake, he wants a Drake kebab, and he wants I forgot. I'm gonna check. A Drake kebab, and oh yeah, he wants a hard apple cider. And since I don't have any more birthday cupcakes because my dervish ate them all, and I do have some hard apple cider, but many people might not, I'm going to go ahead and actually show you the way to not have to do that. The first thing that we're going to do is actually go get what he's at. What are you asking for? I just forgot. Drake kebab. The easy way to get a Drake kebab is to go to Kamadan, and then I think it's the Astralarium that we want to head to promptly thereafter. It'll get you the quickest access to, yeah, the Astralarium. It'll give you the quickest access to Drakes, and you just need to kill a few. And now don't bring a big party with you because these guys are all weak as hell, and we're just gonna go kill some Drakes. And hope I don't run out of disk space for this section of it, or that it takes 3 weeks to upload the video. I think I'll be good. I think I'll be good. I want to have this all kind of pieced together because this is maybe to give a sense of how it doesn't actually take a stupidly long time if you do it right. Fang de Boga, we do not care about you, but here I am all by myself. One of the convenient things about hunting these drakes over here is that these termites, these juvenile bladed termites, as cute as they may be, aren't actually, they won't just attack you on sight. And there's scale. We don't need scale, we need iron-toothed drake. And there are several of them, and I'll sure to show you how to kill them all. And that's one. One down. And that's it. I forgot where the drakes all hang out. So I started wandering off to go find Scale, because there's something about when you do these, there are these quests early on in Istan, you may or may not remember, where you have to like make some food, and one of those dishes is scale fin soup. And so you kill those scales for scale fins, the scales that are scattered all about over there, and there's something about getting juvenile termite legs too, but we don't care about any of that stuff. Oh, here's one of the things that you can do that you might not know if you haven't done a lot of farming, is now that we've come outside, we're just going to pop back in, and then pop back out. And that point where it started me right inside that door there, if you do /resign, it will start you there every time, which makes it really easy. Instead of being across the map way over here and having to wander up there every single time that I come out to kill this drake, it's much easier than that. I wish there were a drake right there so I could get 2 in this little chunkity hop. There've got to be more. What am I thinking? I remember this as being like the best way to do it, but I'm apparently quite mistaken. So he's dead, and we're going to resign. Hey! Hey, it took me 5 tries. Basically, yeah, not too long. It was sort of, it was enough that I didn't feel like I wanted to record the whole thing. So you take your chunk of drake flesh that you just got, and head back to Kamadan. And what do you do when you get back to Kamadan? What do? You find the chef that cooks drake flesh, who I think he's right over here under this tent. There he is. Oh. Chef Lobon, collector. Boy. This is not my finest hour. Drake kebab. Bing, that's it. Alright, so now we're going to actually just go ahead and pick up the other items that we need, because we already know what they are, instead of going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. We're just going to get that done. And it's easy. So this is one of those quests that becomes much simpler if you just have a little bit of spending money, as I've shown. The Drake kebab isn't really something you got to worry about. Ooh. Oh, yep. Wave. Hi, Shadow Healer Sanity. Da 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 da. Okay, so what are we going to do? We're going to look for a merchant. I actually hate this city's layout. It's a really cool looking city. But if they just have like all of the merchants crammed in one spot, I wouldn't have a problem with it. But they don't. They don't. Zunlai chest, scribe, merchant. Here you are. They kind of do. It's like the armor merchant system. Anyway, nobody cares. Red bean cake. We're going to buy 3 of those. 1.2k. Bottle of rice wine. We're going to buy 3 of those too. Another 1.2k. So what's the total? You spent 4.5 plus 4.4. I mean 2.4. So 6.9k. So just under 7k to get this underway. And you can also double click the portal to go. I don't know why I decided to go to Lion's Arch, but I guess it doesn't really make a difference. It makes more of a difference if you have a full party of 8 and you don't want it to kick 2 of them out. So here we arrive at the Eye of the North. So what have we done? We bought 3 honeycombs, we bought 3 rice bean cakes, and 3 rice wines, which is on top of the Drake kebab, all you actually need for his silly little scavenger hunt. Hey! Hey! Hey, I think I found your something sweet. Hope it's not too messy. What have you got? Red bean cake. Oh, red bean cake will transport quite well. And it's evocative in the coming of spring, and it has a subtle sweetness that Gwen might like. Or she might find it bland and sort of gummy. It's a risk, but I should try it. I think I found your something sweet. Something sweet? I hope it's not too messy. What have you got? And I hope it's better than that last thing you gave me. A red bean cake. Okay, it's not. It's not better. There you go. And I have something that passes for food in many parts of the world. What do you mean passes for food? What is this mysterious fare? Drake kebab. Now that is a meal. So you only need one of those. And then we're going to do the drink that I think you'll really enjoy. Not a mixed drinks kind of man. Rice wine. Oh, little rest refined. That was English, and that was actually completely accidental. So anyway, there we go. What more could you possibly need? The hardest part, I still need to get the girl. Oh, so we go help him get the girl, because he's suffering from social ineptitude. Why does it do that? It drives me crazy. Oh, grats. Oh, Vabi armor. Congratulations. Warrior Vabi armor is expensive. I happen to have a sapphire that I got from doing Frostmaw's Burrow recently. Because every time you go into any dungeon in Eye of the North, you should consider bringing Light of Deldrimor. It lets you find items. Maybe I'll explain that at some point.
How can I help?
Is that it? What am I doing wrong here? Oh, okay. He showed up. Good. I just have to be here. A lot of these quests, they don't... Yeah, you just have to stand there for a while and watch them happen. Lieutenant Thackeray. Let's see if I can keep up. Happy birthday, Gwen! Do you like how the voices are different every time? Are you ready for our picnic? Excuse me, our off-duty outdoor meal? He's gonna swoon you. Oh, that's today? It's your birthday, my lady, so yes. Look, I got you a ridiculously huge flower. How cute. I can't. There are fresh reports of char raids in the Norhart domains. Gwen, for once, let somebody else carry the burden. It's only one afternoon. The world will not end if you're not here. Easy for you to say. I'm sorry, Kieran. I can't go with you. Can't? Or won't. He did challenge you to this earlier. I have my duties. You have your fears. Spare me. You hide your pain behind duty and service. Mind yourself, Lieutenant. You go too far. You think you're the only one who has suffered? The only one who has lost family and friends to the Char? Every time you refuse to live your own life, you let them win. Why can't you see that? He makes a good point. Gwen. Come on. I spent 7K on the crap that he's going to give you. I don't need to be lectured by you of all people. You have no idea what I've been through, the sacrifices I've made. I'm a soldier of Ascalon. I don't have time for your foolish games, your ridiculously huge flower, your stupid picnic, and I don't have time for you. Maybe I was wrong about you, Gwen. You survived the Char, but I think something in you died a long time ago. Harsh. Damn. Can I convince her to not be such a stupid... I'm not going to... Okay. I'm going to keep it to myself. I was about to shock everyone with how far my vocabulary could degrade in the face of such insolence. Well, it's not really insolence. It's... I mean... Why does she have to be that way? What's wrong with her? Oh yeah, this is where she gets to, when she realizes, wait, that was the cutest thing ever and I just spent 4 hours crying about it. I should probably go tell him I'll go with him on his pit. Oh! So, Langmar, there's this little chunk of plot with Lavinia where apparently they've showed up to request the aid of the Ebon Vanguard. I won't waste time beating around the bush. I've come to ask for your help. The White Mantle's numbers may have dwindled, but they make up for the increased brutality, while Princess Solma's support among the people grows ever stronger. Isn't that a goofy-looking shield? But now the Mantle have taken to hiring thugs from the Outlands and beyond to terrorize us, all done with a flimsy excuse of keeping order and peace. Each day brings a new indignity and suffering to my people. How terrible. Oh, Gwen's here. How do these people scoot out here faster than I do? And some of this dialogue goes by too quickly, so you can read it down here. The Shining Blade and Ebon Vanguard have enjoyed a fruitful friendship before. Please, Kryta beseeches you, aid us. The Char, keep our hands full, Kryten. You think we'll abandon all that we've bled for and march down to Kryta just to bail you out? You know, Gwen, you have an obsession. It's unhealthy. The only thing I expect, girl, is that the Vanguard would express gratitude after Kryta took in so many Ascalonian refugees. Gwen has a valid point, Avinia. Ascalon needs the Vanguard here in the Shiver Peaks. However, we have no love for the White Mantle. Should we agree? What is Princess Selma prepared to do for Ascalon? Land and titles? Princess Selma has authorized me to reciprocate your offer. Should Ascalon's troops join us in taking back our country from these tyrants, then Kryta will assist in driving the Char from your lands for good. Land and titles? Very well, I accept on behalf of the Ebon Vanguard, but we're not alone. King Adalburn must also What? We're not done, sorry. Oh, man. Adalburn will never help any Krytans, ever. I mean, you may believe he's your king, being an Ascalonian, but he's obsessed too. He's worse than Gwen. Ascalon can no longer afford to pick and choose her allies as the Char continued devastating all we hold dear. Deal, and more English, sorry about that. Remind King Adalburn of our need for allies in the coming conflicts, yada yada. Please, I implore you, do not force such a delay. Is there no way I could convince you to come sooner? Help us sooner? I'm sort of improvising here, as you can tell. I could perhaps send a single elite Ebon Vanguard unit to train your pheasants, your birds, your peasants, to fight and conduct critical missions throughout the region while you garner the king's blessing for a larger force. Langmar, I'm still skeptical, but if that's the nature of your support, then I guess that's what we had to deal with. You supply me with the rations for the trip. I could leave immediately for Ascalon City and gain audience with King Adalburn. Princess Selma plans to retake control of Lion's Arch within a fortnight. I hope your men can be there by then. More than enough time to prepare, and the travel is instant by the Surgate. It's also instant by map. You can just bing, we can be there right now. Alright, so witness the pact between the Shining Blade and the Vanguard in the Icecliff Chasms. Well, that's settled. Now who's going to assist the Krytans against the White Mantle? This is where the plot thickens. I'll go. Yep. What? Captain, please, I really must insist that this is a bad idea. You blew it, Gwen. You blew it. The Ebon Falcons will go to Kryta. We could trade the Shining Blade recruits on hit-and-run tactics, ambush techniques, tracking, tricks that we've picked up fighting the Char over the years, and he's actually quite good at them. There's some more content, the Hearts of the North, that you get to play as Kieran Thackeray, and it's pretty cool. Captain, surely we need Lieutenant Thackeray here in the Shiver Peaks. His unit is the cornerstone of our operation. Gwen. Oh, he's yawning like, oh, this... Oh, are you sure about this, Lieutenant? Yes, there's nothing for me here anymore. Gwen. Absolutely, I wouldn't mind a little sun. Besides, there's nothing to keep me here. It's been quieter lately, and I'm a soldier. I go where the fight is. Gwen. Next time, just go to your frickin' picnic. The fight is here. The Ebon Falcons are needed here. Why not send Westar or Nye's unit? Why not send Kieran? Oh, you're right, Gwen. They are our most successful, and I promised Avinia our elite. We can't afford to pull a single company from our patrol rotation, even if it is the Ebon Falcons. Captain Langmar, I must protest, if you're not going to trust my judgment on these matters. On the contrary, Gwen, I trust your judgment implicitly, which is why I'm leaving you here in command of the Vanguard while I travel to Kryta with the Lieutenant Thackeray's men. Wow. That's That I don't remember that. Go Langmar. I'm the best at training people with no military background, and the Falcons would be far more valuable conducting special operations than training peasants. Besides, I want Selma to see that I'm serious about the alliance. Take good care of my vanguard while I'm gone, Gwen. You know what to do. Actually, Langmar, I am going to be bringing Gwen with me, and we're going to be down there fighting. Lieutenant Kieran. Yes, something you want to say to me, Gwen? No. No. Typical. I didn't think so. Goodbye, Gwen. Gwen. Gwen! Oh. So, we witnessed the pact. What now? Does he have to walk inside? What are we waiting for? Oh, Gwen has to chase after him, crying, "Ah, wait, Kieran! Ah, ah, ah." Well, it's still got the star here. What am I... Seriously, what am I waiting for? Is that... Oh, that's it. We're done. I didn't have to witness a damn thing. When did that actually update the quest? No, 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 no. It'll say quest updated. We'll turn off ally chat. Oh, happy birthday. It doesn't even say. So I don't actually know at what point you can bail. But anyway, it does say we are done enlisting the aid of the Admin Vanguard. So next thing we'll do is complete. Sir, why doesn't it show that as? Anyway, next we're going to do is CERN allies. Maybe if I walk in here, it'll fix that. We're going to find out. And CERN allies is I think that one actually requires a little bit more combat and a little bit less goofing off and running around. Okay, now it says finish enlisting the aid of the Asura. Cool. Okay, so that's what we do next. Asura and allies is going to be our next segment, and I'm probably not going to do that today because I love looking underneath the ground. Sorry, easily distracted. I'm not going to do that today, so that may come up. And I've actually got a whole chunk of videos that get to go up now, and so I'll try to get those up as quickly as possible, and you will see me later with part 4. I think I'm on part 3 here. Yeah. So you'll see me with part 4. You'll see me later.